Vitamin B1 is the single greatest nutrient for human beings. It's also the most deficient. And I discovered this in 2024 because I had a gas leak at my house and it put me in the hospital. I had crushing chest pain, high blood pressure, couldn't breathe, left arm numb, left leg numb. I thought I was having strokes. And at the hospital, after 5 hours, they couldn't find anything. They kicked me out. And then 10 days later, thankfully, I'm in a nutrition practice now for 30 years. I figured out that I needed B1. So I took a fat soluble version called benfotiamine. And within 1 hour, I was breathing easier. And in 2 weeks, I was 95% better. And it kept me going for the next 6 months. And then I found the gas leak. It saved my life, even in the presence of this gas leak. Now, the thing about a B1 deficiency is that it causes over 70 symptoms, and they can be mild all the way to very severe. They could be GI problems, cardiovascular problems, nervous system problems, including brain issues, short-term memory problems, Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, and even peripheral neuropathy outside of the central nervous system. And it causes end-of-life symptoms, including coma or cachexia, which is where you lose your appetite and you start losing weight even though you're eating a lot of food. So B1 deficiency is endemic. It's a lot of people have it, but it's not in the medical repertoire of therapies. Because here's why. These 70 symptoms then are broken up into specialists. So you have the GI doctor, the heart doctor, the neurologist, and they're all specializing in the symptoms of B1 deficiency. Now, if you find out that you have a B1 deficiency and it's, usually causing at least some of the symptoms that you have, then you have to find out why. Here's the common causes of why people have B1 deficiency. Too much alcohol over a lifetime, coffee, tea, stress. I had the gas leak, so toxins, also parasites and mold, they all cause B1 deficiency. But the most common cause is a high-calorie, malnourishing diet. So the standard American diet is 53% ultra-processed food. That means a lot of grains and sugar, not enough protein, and not enough vitamins, especially B1. So our standard American diet causes a B1 deficiency, and that causes all the symptoms I mentioned, including fatty liver, high blood glucose, insulin resistance, high blood pressure, and that's all called metabolic syndrome. 50% of Americans have a fatty liver, and a B1 deficiency causes that. And you take B1 and then you also go on a low carb ketogenic diet. And that's been shown to reduce fatty liver by 31% in 6 days. So these are therapies that most people need, but medicine ignores, and it's very unfortunate. So I wrote an ebook about this. And by the way, I have a whole bunch of old books behind me from 19 teens through 1960. And I have 7 books about B1 from 1929 to 1955. They knew back then how important B1 is. And there's still some modern B1 books, which are fantastic. But talk to your MD, your family doctor, or specialist about B1, and they're not going to have a clue. And I didn't have a clue until 2024 because I had that gas leak and I had to fix it. So most people have a B1 deficiency. Buy the ebook that I wrote. It's very simple to understand, and you get the idea about what symptoms it can cause, how to fix it. And then you got to find the cause as to why you had a B1 deficiency in the first place. And you have to fix that also. Once you understand B1, the next step is to understand a blood test called MVX Plus. It's new. It was released in January of 2025. It is the best blood test to figure out human physiology, and it gives you a score 1 to 100. You want your score to be low. Of the 6 factors measured by MVX Plus, 4 of them are directly related to B1 deficiency. So all these cool discoveries from the olden times to modern times, they all come together and they're forming the same story. And it's been a fantastic journey. So I think the best place to start is to figure out B1. And there's other subjects. There's mold, and there's parasites, there's candida, there's the diet stuff. But the simplest thing you could do is understand B1, take it, and most people need it for about 6 months. So it's not always a long-term solution. You just need 6 months worth of B1, maybe. And so start there, understand that, get into MVX Plus, the blood test, and just keep learning. And I've been at this for 30 years. And I created my 7-step blueprint to optimal health. I have a course on that. I have a mold course. I got a parasite course. I got a viral course. I got the keto course. I got the B1 course. Start with the B1 ebook. It's $4.99. Click, buy it, understand it, and start there.